Alright guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, goddamn cryptocurrency. That's right, we have a pretty fun video today about the Hawk Tuah meme coin from Hawk Tuah Girl, a viral meme sensation from 2024 who was made famous for this.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing, you get me?
And well, she launched a coin. Of course she did. And there's a really fun story behind this coin. And I thought I'd just take a little look at what's going on. So let's get straight to it. This is ridiculous. So she put a coin out. She became famous earlier this year from a viral video and made a podcast that is pretty bad. And then appeared on crypto Twitter about a month ago, and I did notice, she's saying, what coin should I buy? People are giving her advice. She kind of comes across as quite a honest person, to be honest, and that's why people kind of fall for this stuff. And what seems to have happened is that Hawk Tuah Girl released a coin. Yeah, she made a Hawk Tuah coin, and guess how it went? Have a guess. It's live. So funnily enough, Twitter, I put this up on my Twitter, Crypto Mischief, and usually we have this like community information, which generally backs up a lot of liberal ideas. And the community information on her tweet is over 90% of the token supply has been sniped and is being sold on the community. Buying this highly speculative hot coin will result in loss. Due diligence is recommended. Wow. So what an advertisement. You can come to this great site called Bubble Maps, which do have a V2 out. You need to be on the waiting list to access this, but they did use their technology to check out what's going on with the Hawk Tuah coin. And you can see that 96% of the supply was held by Hawk Tuah and Hawk Tuah team from launch, meaning only 4% was available for the rest of buyers. What does that mean? That means that, of course, Hawk Tuah team, they hodled all the coins completely and they haven't sold a single coin. It's so bullish, guys. Really bullish. No, of course they didn't. They immediately began dumping on your ass, getting their solana, getting their return on their hard investment of launching this fair launch meme coin. And everybody lost. That's right. Everybody lost. If you bought this coin, you lost. Unless you're on Hawk Tuah team, then of course you won. That is basically, and it's really ironic. This is really ironic for one reason. The huge ironic reason for this is that Bitcoin hit $100,000 plus today, right? So it is the all-time high, once again, of Bitcoin. Huge monumentous day. And of course, a top signal, usually for Bitcoin to, go into the bear market, is generally a celebrity coming out and rugging everyone. And taking all their money and people being foolish enough to buy it. But it just turns out that the highest cycle time, just at the beginning of this bull run, because we're nowhere near top, in my opinion, not financial advice, is already starting with celebrities just rugging people. Rugging them. So you can kind of come down and see people's replies to this. You have Leonidas from Dog, of course, on Bitcoin, Dog to the Moon. The best meme coin out there, apart from Sui Trump, is a great meme coin. But yeah, so that's Hawk Tuah, and it is now currently $34 million market cap. It went to $500 million market cap and then dumped 93% from the pump. So basically, her and her team managed to rug this coin in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Rugged it. 6-minute rug. Meaning everyone's lost. Everyone's just, it's done. There's a new coin out in Solana, Hawk Tuah to jail or something, so that one's doing pretty well. And this has garnered 8.2 million views so far. Hawk Tuah's tweet saying that she's put out a coin. So it's terrible, but I'm not laughing at anyone who invested in the coin. I'm laughing at ridiculousness of somebody getting involved with this coin anyway, because it's just, we knew this was going to happen. And I'd like now to completely pivot and explain to you how MEMECOIN is supposed to be launched. If we take a look at, this one, for example, which is our community coin, Sui Trump, over on the Sui chain, this is how you launch a MEMECOIN, okay? This has been running since October 19th, sorry. So we're coming close now to 2 months running off this coin. We had our first initial fair launch, completely fair launch. We saw a big run up. It was massive, huge. I think it was, what was it, 18, 19x? Unbelievable. Even from where we were margining on Cetus, yeah, even more, 28x, so maybe 40x possibly from the move pump site. And then, of course, from that huge launch, which took roughly a week to get to the all-time high, we then had the period of decline where we went down 87%. So it does happen. It's supposed to happen with meme coins. This gave people the opportunity to then start buying in if they felt they believed in the community. We had one retest where we pumped 100%. We had a second retest where we pumped 100%. And then we finally had our third retest where we broke out. And have so far, from that top, we went up roughly 5x. And from there, we are currently sitting 3.5x from the bottom floor. $500,000 market cap with around about $200,000 across 2 dexes of liquidity. So this is how you're supposed to run a meme coin, guys. You're supposed to, this is my coin, right? I have not sold a single token since launch. I am building a yield farm that's going to burn the supply of Sui Trump token. That's right. This supply of this coin will decline. It's going to be deflationary from the mechanics of Sui Trump farm. You can read all about it in the white paper, which is here. It's 7 pages. It's really a light paper. You can find out about how it works. I've talked about it on this channel. But my point is that this is how you're supposed to launch a meme coin. The reason that, a huge dip in price is great after a successful launch, this is not a successful launch. This is not even a 24-hour chart, right? So if you're down 93% after 24 hours, it's not a successful launch, right? It is a rug pull. So, but what we have here is the fact that when we go lower, this means that because it's launched in this move pump, which is a fork of pump.fun, right? It just basically means people can capture tokens extremely early for a very cheap price. So you could put in 20 Sway tokens, for example, which was at the time was like $60, and you would manage to get possibly 1% or 2% of the supply. So a lot of people did do that in the beginning, which meaning that a lot of them had huge bags to sell. Even yesterday, we had one guy sold his entire bag, right, of Sui Trump and got about $6,000 for it, okay? But he's now out of the system. That means now, today, we've seen the dip in price from that last sell, right? This just right here, right? And from that last series of sells, when we did see a couple bag holders leave the token, we've seen the opportunity for new holders and old holders who want to buy their bag up, pick up and start collecting the price. This is how meme coins work. The ones who believe and enjoy the community rush forward and take control of the coin and put it forward into higher volume places. You can see now our volume is more than 4 times what it was last week. We're up to about 26k volume today, which is great stuff for finally getting on CoinGecko. And today I was in a very good mood yesterday, so I decided to take 7 people who I've noticed on Twitter, on Telegram, who are really helping out a lot with the project, and I sent all of you 1.5 million Sui Trump, which is about $100-ish, right? Maybe a little bit less. But if you hold that, we continue to go at the moon. We get to $1 million. If we even get to where Hawk Tuah rug is, which is $31 million market cap, that turns into $1,000, right? That's how I reward the community. That's what we're doing at Sui Trump. That's why you should be getting involved. I didn't mean to make a video talking about a rug to try and attract people to Sui Trump, but I kind of did, didn't I? Peace. Big Crypto Mischief. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel and stay away from influencers who know nothing about crypto. There's some advice for you. Bye. Don't get wrecked.